Hey H-Barbarians, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about Hedera's links to the New York Stock Exchange and news surrounding Hedera's utility in digital ID infrastructure. On the 10th of February, the New York Stock Exchange filed a trademark application with the United States Patent and Trademark Office to register the name NYSE for several blockchains and crypto-related products and services. The goods specified include virtual reality and augmented reality software, non-fungible tokens or NFTs, and online marketplaces. The trademark application put forward by the New York Stock Exchange indicates the platform's plans of launching an NFT marketplace for buyers, sellers and traders of digital assets, artwork, collectibles and non-fungible tokens. The trademark application also detailed the stock exchange's intentions of cryptocurrency trading services that would facilitate the financial exchange of virtual currency. The stock market also provided details in regards to their intentions of trademarking and implementing downloadable virtual reality and augmented reality applications in the form of metaverse initiatives. Details surrounding the trademarking of specific initiatives involving cryptocurrencies put forward by the New York Stock Exchange was carried out in conjunction with the company's attorney, Michael A. Geller. Geller is a representative of the law firm DLA Piper. DLA Piper is the third largest law firm in the US as measured by revenue, whereby in 2014 alone, DLA Piper had total profits amounting to $2.48 billion. As well as DLA Piper being the New York Stock Exchange's attorney, the company is also affiliated and is a governing council member of the Hashgraph organization Hedera. DLA Piper's role as a Hedera Governing Council member sees the organisation actively possessing a Hedera node. DLA Piper's possession of a Hedera node sees the organisation actively contributing to providing consensus to the overarching Hedera consensus service. Thus, DLA Piper actively partakes in the validation and verification of transactions and actions conducted through the Hedera network. As well as DLA Piper providing a means of validating transactions on the Hedera network, namely due to the organisation's role as a Hedera Governing Council member, the organisation also actively leverages the network for use cases surrounding tokenization and digital asset creation, whereby DLA Piper actively utilises the Hedera network for its tokenization platform Toko. Toko is a tokenization engine which primarily focuses on allowing investors to digitally purchase a fraction of a tokenized asset as a non-fungible token. Such assets could include high-value items such as fine art, real estate or other valuable assets. DLA Piper developed Toko to tackle the limitations associated with the security issuance industry, whereby the sale and acquisition of rights to valuable securities can be slow and a laborious process. The traditional acquisition of rights to items goes through multiple intermediaries and strict regulatory measures must be adhered to. The security issuance industry is also limited to a relatively small number of individuals, namely due to infrastructure and accessibility limitations. Thus, the industry may be limited in its ability to scale. DLA Piper's links to the New York Stock Exchange, occurring in conjunction with DLA Piper and Hedera being directly partnered, may be a weak but potential link between Hedera and the Stock Exchange. Regardless of whether the Stock Exchange becomes directly affiliated with Hedera, the fact that the organisation is taking steps to align itself to developments surrounding the metaverse, NFTs and potentially listing cryptocurrencies on its platform is bullish news for the whole industry and indicates how early we are in regards to the active leveraging and utility of DLT. The New York Stock Exchange, voicing their insights in regards to tokenization initiatives, coincides with Nasdaq indicating that they are set to leverage tokenization activities in cases surrounding the tokenization of real estate. The ability for real estate tokenization will lead to the creation of a marketplace which will give investors and stakeholders the ability to invest into real estate, whereby such investors will have fractional ownership of property. The importance of tokenization was echoed by the Hedera founder and chief scientist Dr. Lehman Baird, whereby Dr. Baird indicated the magnitude of impact tokenization could have in a number of industries around the world.
How do you see the importance of tokenized assets and the future of tokenization?
Oh, this is a big deal. So I think that ultimately pretty much everything of value will end up being tokenized. It just makes too much sense. It's the same way that we used to do record keeping on paper and it eventually all moved to computers just because it made sense. And we used to send information back and forth by mailing these shiny discs through the mail. How weird. Now it's all just over the internet. In the same way, ledgers are going to end up tokenizing everything. What that means is traditional assets like stocks and diamonds and artwork are all going to be tokenized. But in addition, people are going to start tokenizing things that have never been tokenized before, like your own future revenue. You know, Spencer Dinwiddie is doing that. That's going to be tokenized. People are going to be tokenizing things like a kilowatt hour of electricity combined with carbon credits to offset it, glued together. People are tokenizing that. People are going to be tokenizing complex derivatives and futures and sorts of things. All of these things are going to be tokenized. Things that haven't been tokenized before. Spencer had tokenized the ability for people to influence which shoes he wears at the next game. You know, this is not something that has ever been a market before. And so the ability to tokenize things and to send little tiny fractions of a value. I didn't even say that about the diamonds. Maybe I could buy a cup of coffee with a millionth of a diamond. You can't do that today. If I have a diamond, I can't really go to Starbucks and hand them a millionth of a diamond. But you can do that with tokenization.
With tokenization and utility of NFTs looking increasingly likely to become a cornerstone in industries around the world, the likes of Hedera may see invariable increases in its utility, especially over the long run. Hedera's role in tokenization initiatives coincides with the organization being involved in developments surrounding Fobi's ID infrastructure parameters, whereby Fobi unveils Alt ID to support the digital transformation of ID solutions across key industries. Fobi, a leader in providing real-time data analytics through artificial intelligence to drive customer activation and engagement, is pleased to announce the release of their new digital ID solution, Alt ID, which plugs into the recently released Fobi Pass Pro enhanced Wallet Pass platform. Alt ID will enable organizations to move from paper to plastic-based analog credential systems to digitally validated credentials for users at businesses, schools, venues and across regulated industries. Alt ID is a digital ID verification solution that bolts onto Pass Pro to make credential verification more secure, and which enables segmented customer engagement. For example, age-specific promotions can be pushed out safely to only those people who are verified as authorized to receive them. Alt ID makes sure that only verified people get the right promotions, which increases sponsorship revenue and reduces liability issues. Fobi's digital ID solution platform actively utilizes the Hedera network for the active verification and validation of transactions which arise through the ID platform. With the advent of Fobi's new Alt ID initiative, the Hedera network will see increases in the degree by which the network experiences and validates transactions at quantifiable values. Alt ID acting as an ID verification solution will also bring another repertoire to Hedera's offerings, whereby Hedera will provide the potential to verify actions aligned to promotions pushed to specific users of the ID protocol. It makes no surprise that Fobi has turned to the Hedera network in view of ID protocols, namely due to Hedera being one of the most secure and scalable DLTs on the marketplace. Fobi's use case surrounding the handling and storage of sensitive information associated with its users openly indicates the high levels of security, immutability and trust associated with the Hedera network. Hedera's involvement in a number of initiatives within the DLT sphere, especially in instances surrounding the metaverse, NFTs and tokenization, coupled with Hedera being directly utilized for ID protocols, demonstrates how successful Hedera could be in projects aligned with DLT in years to come. What are your thoughts on Hedera? Do you think the New York Stock Exchange will use Hedera? Let us know your views in the comments below. Become a Crypto Clan member by joining us on Telegram and Twitter, where we talk all things crypto. Thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe and click on the notification bell. Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching and we'll see you in the next video.